Okay.
UFC 309, Bo Nickel versus Paul
Craig.
Craig. Who do you got?
Bo Nickel.
Bo Nickel?
I think he's probably gonna. I think he might submit Paul Craig.
You think he's going to submit him?
I think he might. I think he might get like an arm triangle or something. I think he's gonna take him down pretty fast.
You think an arm triangle? Last time he did an arm triangle, he was like struggling with it.
Yeah.
He was
Well, I feel like if he gets him down, I feel like he could get him down easy.
You think so?
And he's young. He's strong. He's not.
Yeah.
I think he might be able to throw him around.
Youth just
It's like, it was Paul Craig like a world class? Like, was he like?
he has wins over Jamal Hill and Magomed Ankalaev, I think. Is that true? Am I lying? No, he does. He has wins
I
over.
know. I remember his fight with Jamal Hill. He
Yeah,
broke his arm, and then he's like, it's flopping around. I remember that.
He has wins over Jamal Hill, and he has a win over Ankalaev. So I don't know, and I think he submitted Ankalaev. So, and it was like at the very last second.
Oh yeah, because everyone talks about that. Huh?
Yeah.
He's like, he got submitted, and then.
Yeah. So, okay. So you have Bo Nickel.
Okay. Well, okay. Now I got. Yeah, I think Bo Nickel. I think he's gonna submit him.
Okay, I'm going with Bo Nickel too. I think Bo Nickel is just too young and too strong and too good, like you said. And Demetrius Johnson said this. He said I don't know if it's true or not. He said wrestling beats jiu-jitsu. Like high level wrestling, no matter what, beats jiu-jitsu. Like if you know how to I feel like nowadays everybody knows how to defend against like basic chokes and stuff like that. They know a triangle, they know an armbar, they know a rear naked choke. Like, don't get on my back.
Yeah.
Literally, my barber today showed me a picture, or one of the barbers showed me a picture. He's like, "This is my son. He's 2 and he's in jiu-jitsu." He was in a little gi and he was literally practicing jiu-jitsu, taking someone's back.
That's cool.
So, like, if they're starting him that young, everybody should know, like,
how to. Yeah.
So,
and then people do like, you could stay on someone's back without getting submitted. Like, people know how to defend.
Yeah. So. I'm going Bo Nickel.
But I don't think Bo Nickel's like. I don't think he'd be able to. I don't think he'd give up his back. I don't know.
I think it depends. It depends on who you are. But let's play devil's advocate. What are Paul Craig's keys to win? What are his keys to victory? How does Paul Craig beat like the odds? How does he win?
I think if he could get like a submission. If he could just get something tight and then he just squeezes or does whatever it takes to like just break his arm or choke him out, or I don't know.
He is older and he is on a 2-fight losing streak.
Yeah. But I think if he could get a submission, like if he could set it up.
How do you think he sets it up?
He goes in there smart and he doesn't try to like go in there and like actually like push the pace. I think he should like let Bo Nickel go. A little bit. I think he should be patient and then look for openings as the fight goes on.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You actually said, because I do feel like, remember when Bo Nickel came out and threw like a weird kick and he flew across the ring and fell on his back? Like, if he waits for Bo Nickel to do something stupid like that, since Paul Craig has been in the cage with good people, then he has a chance. Yeah. But I don't know if he will. I think Bo Nickel, if he doesn't make a mistake, which he could, might.
Like, anything could happen.
He could and he couldn't. Like, I could understand him going in and just not making a mistake. Yeah. Because he's like, even he admitted, he's like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that kick. I fell down. Yeah. Like I slipped. But yeah, I think if he stays patient and he waits for him to make a mistake while still being defensive and stuff. But I think it's a long shot. Yeah. Not impossible, but he has experience.
But I also think it wouldn't be bad if he just started just throwing.
True.
Like,
but
if he had the chance to just start throwing, then
I think Bo Nickel's too strong, though.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, Bo Nickel would probably he would take him down and then.
No, but I think he's even still he's just too strong.
And
like,
then he'd probably, because Paul Craig, he's older, so.
Yeah, he did say something cool. He was like, so Paul Craig said something. He's Scottish, so he was like talking, and Bo Nickel was like, "Did anybody understand what he said?" And everybody was like, "Ah," because it's in New York. Yeah. They're all rowdy, and he says, no matter what, everyone taps, he says, no, this is what he said. He said, it doesn't matter, English or Scottish, tapping is all in the same language. That's what he said.
That's cool.
And I was like, okay, that's pretty. And he said it like in his Scottish accent. and he seems pretty confident. He said he's gonna get a triangle. That's what he said. But
maybe
I'm picking Bo Nickel. All right,
but yeah, I'm gonna go with Bo Nickel too.
Bo Nickel. We pick Bo Nickel. All right, next fight. We're going now. All right, next fight. UFC 309.
Co-main event.
Co-main event. We got Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. It is a rematch. This is part 2. I think it's a number 1 contenders match.
I think it is too.
Whoever gets this gets the title shot.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins?
I think well, we haven't seen Chandler fight in a while, so
It's been a while. He's been waiting for Conor.
in his last fight he did good. He did good, but he didn't do good at the same time.
Yeah.
Like he did good in that first round, or it was either I don't remember what round it was, but he had Poirier down.
Yeah.
But then he went and then started trying to throw.
Yeah.
Like he didn't take him down. Like he should have just taken him down. So I feel like he's gonna start going there. The same thing's gonna happen in the first fight. Like he's gonna go in there swinging. Charles is just gonna catch him with something. Charles has gotten better too. I feel like
it's crazy how good he is.
it's just
I was rewatching.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't said your pick.
Okay,
Who's your pick?
Yeah. I think Charles is gonna win. I think he's
By
gonna submit him.
Really?
I think he'll submit him. I think he'll
submission.
probably beat him up on the feet and then submit him.
I don't doubt it because when I was rewatching the Armin fight, dude, Armin is good,
I know.
but Oliveira is insane. Like his jiu-jitsu is.
Yeah.
I think he might be the best jiu-jitsu guy we've seen in like UFC. Like Royce Gracie fought in UFC, but like
that level of
Charles
jiu-jitsu wasn't the same.
And Charles is facing
now.
dudes who know
What
how to defend.
Like high level wrestling.
Yeah, wrestlers. I think Charles is probably the best jiu-jitsu guy we've ever seen.
And that's like the only reason he's not champion is because of these insane guys. Like,
yeah,
it's not because he sucks. It's just because
these dudes are just
amazing.
Yeah. But that being
fighting.
said, Armin
So it's like
wrestling is pretty elite too. I don't know what his background is, but I know his wrestling is crazy. Who else has elite wrestling? I think, but never uses it. Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
I think Michael Chandler has elite wrestling,
I know.
but he never uses it.
He is super good on the ground. He could hold people down, but he just never does it.
He. But here's the thing: I've been invested because there's so much drama in this card.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it, but I love it too.
Yeah.
Chandler has been on like a spree of just explaining that he seems super motivated for this fight, like more motivated than like a lot of fighters I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he's gonna be patient. He said that he's gonna make it exciting.
I hope he does.
But he said he's gonna use his tools better because he explained he came so close in the first fight.
Yeah.
He rocked him.
I'd honestly rather it be such like a high level fight than him going in there and swinging and then getting finished right away.
Because even if it's a high level fight, it's exciting.
It's because the tension builds up. So because it makes it better because now you're like you don't know what's gonna happen. But when he's swinging, it's like
so
you don't want to see that.
I know because I know Michael Chandler might get hit.
Yeah.
Like,
and he gets hit a lot.
He gets hit way too much for how good he is at wrestling and how good he actually is.
Yeah. Because his stand-up's good, but he moves forward and just starts swinging.
He admits it too. He goes, I'm super disciplined. Like I eat, I train well. Like I'm disciplined. But when I get in the cage, I go,
his shape is insane.
Yeah, he says the Demetrius Johnson interview was super good. He explained everything. He's like, I'm disciplined. Everything I do perfectly. But he's like, when I step in the cage, I forget everything. and I just he's like, I just go. Like he's like, I go to like from 1 to like 11, like right away. And he's this time I'm gonna settle down. But I'm gonna pick Michael Chandler. I think he's motivated. I think he's motivated. I mean
it could.
I think he's finally going to like have he's finally gonna like go into it strategically, and he's good enough, I think, to do it. I think he's strong enough, explosive enough to beat Oliveira.
Yeah, he is. He has the skills. He just needs to put it together.
That being said, I think Charles is insane though. Like he's one of the best we've seen in the UFC.
And then Michael Chandler's old. He's 38, 30 or something.
He's 36.
I thought he was 36.
Oh, I think he might be 30.
I thought he was 30.
He's old. I know he's old.
I know. Yeah, because he's been fighting for a while. Because he's been in the
Bellator
UFC
champ.
For not that long, huh?
He's Bellator champ for a while. He fought Eddie Alvarez, like Eddie Alvarez
or something, huh?
Yeah, and then Eddie Alvarez is retired already.
Yeah.
And
then he fought.
He's still going. So I'm going Michael Chandler. I think it's going to be submission.
A submission?
I think he's going to use submission. Either he rocks him, and then he goes into the guard.
Maybe.
He goes into the guard, and he either grounds and pounds him and then gets something locked in, or he just rocks him and he submits him. Or he shoots and he submits him, and he's just that good.
Yeah, his ground and pound's good. He just
if
he can get you down, that's all he needs to do. But okay, so you got Charles by submission, or you got
Chandler
by submission. I got Charles by submission.
Okay. So we got to do a bet again?
Right. Bet?
I still got to pay up for my bet.
Saturday? Yeah, we could do. I don't know what bet you want to do.
So the same thing, a chili.
A chili? What kind
habanero.
of chili? No, we already did that. We got to do different.
And then we'll record it and put it on.
Yeah, but we can't. It can't be like
okay. So I got to get the chili, though. I got to buy the chili.
Another spicy thing, but just not a chili. We could do like hot sauce.
Okay, we'll have to.
It has to be a hot sauce. I don't want to do like tapatio. It has to be like.
You have to.
We should ask Grandpa to make some chili, and then the loser has to eat a spoonful.
Oh,
that would be bad.
My mouth's already burning.
He put serrano peppers in. Oh,
Grandpa's chili challenge.
Man.
We'll do something.
Is that fight 5 rounds? I wonder, or is it a 3?
I think it might be 3 rounds.
It's probably 3.
They're not gonna do 5 rounds. Yeah. It benefits Chandler if it's 3. I think.
Probably, yeah.
I think because Charles, the longer he has to like break you down.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even. It's.
And then the longer there is, it's
But then also like they don't even need 5 rounds. I don't think.
I
don't think it's gonna go 3 rounds. The only reason Armin and Charles did is because Armin is like disciplined and he wants the title. Like
yeah.
But yeah, I'm going Chandler. You're going Charles.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. All right. Last but not least, I'm gonna be glazing. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna glaze John Jones a bit.
Me too, maybe. Just a little bit.
And Stipe. I'm just gonna glaze the UFC.
Yeah.
And Dana White. It's just gonna be
yeah.
So we got John Jones versus Stipe Miocic for the undisputed quotation mark or air quotes UFC heavyweight championship. We got John Jones versus Stipe. Stipe is coming off like a 3-year break. John Jones has had 1 fight in like the past 2 years or 3 years.
Yeah.
So John Jones versus Stipe, 5-round heavyweight fight. Who do you got?
I have no idea. To be
you really?
I actually do, because like I'm hearing all this stuff, and I've been watching some of Stipe's fights. He's actually super good.
He's really good.
He's like his ground game's good.
His
so boxing's good.
He's so good.
So it's like, and it's
crazy.
It's hard to see like who would do better because neither of them have fought in a while.
I know you don't know.
So good that it's hard to like decide.
I think it's hard to decide too. I don't know.
Because I don't see like either of them getting finished, but I don't see like one guy being dominant to the other like the entire 5 rounds.
I know, and people are like saying Stipe's old. Yes, he's old.
He is old, but
so that's the biggest thing in this fight. Stipe's old.
That is the big
He's old. He doesn't look bad though.
You got to look at the people he's lost to.
Yes,
he lost to Ngannou. Like what?
It was a bad.
Like he got knocked out, but like. Who doesn't get knocked out by Ngannou?
And then also he had 3 years to rest.
I know, yeah. His chin's fine, or probably it's healed now.
Aren't people when people get knocked out? Don't people usually say you need to take a long break? 3 years seems like a long break.
That's a good break, yeah.
So you take your time, rest. He went and did other things, and then came back. He's back.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty much. Do you think skill overcomes age? Do you think skill beats age? Like. Do you think his skill is so good enough that his age doesn't matter?
I think it depends. I think in heavyweight it doesn't matter as much.
I don't think so either, yeah.
In heavyweight, I don't think it does because I think he's still definitely able to move. Because 42 is like, it's old for fighting, but it's not like super old like for a person to be like right now.
Wonder Boy looked fine. He's 40 something. Glover looked fine. He's like 40, 30, 39, 40. Probably
Glover
40.
looked. He was 40. I thought he was 40.
He was probably 40 something, 43, 40. Yeah. And he looked fine, and he was getting rocked and punched, and he wasn't going down. And he's been in some wars.
Mm-hmm. And then he's not like him compared to Stipe. Like
Stipe's way
better,
more, way more skilled.
Yeah,
like than Glover. I think. I personally. What is okay?
So it's hard.
It's hard to pick.
We gotta pick some. But I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Jones though. I don't know what he'd been about. I'm gonna go John Jones by decision.
John Jones by decision?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a high level fight, to be honest.
Okay, John Jones.
Because I don't see either of them getting finished.
I'm telling you. Okay, so
and I just see them going just back and forth because I don't see either of them getting ahead of like another.
Okay, here I've been thinking about this a lot because I'm hyped for it. A lot of people. So John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. John Jones has been in 16 consecutive or 16 or 17 straight title fights.
Mm-hmm.
All the last 16 of his fights have been for UFC gold. Come on, who like what? Stipe Miocic, his last fight was against Ngannou. He got knocked out, but Ngannou, dude, it's Ngannou. And I know the whole thing is like Tom Aspin, all this. Who cares? Who cares about that? Where John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. John Jones is the greatest fighter of all time. I don't care. He's the greatest fighter of all time. And people are saying nobody wants to see this fight. But John Jones' last pay-per-view sold 1 million buys. So
everyone's going to watch this.
That's 1 million people that want to see it. And then Madison Square Garden holds 20,000 people. Dang. So that's 20 more thousand people that are going to pay thousands of dollars to go watch John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. So when people say
and then
nobody wants to see this fight,
on the illegal sites, it's probably like another few.
Yeah, illegal streams, probably another million.
Yeah, million.
Probably another million on illegal streams. So when people say that, I know nobody wants to see this fight. Who wants to see 2 million? Well, I guess we can't count the illegal.
Yeah, okay,
but
that's true
because we don't know.
Yeah,
because you'll go to prison, federal prison.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see this fight. But 1 million people are going to buy it on pay-per-view, and 20,000 people are going to pay thousands of dollars to go watch it live.
I know.
People want to see this fight.
Yeah.
We are witnessing history. I'm telling you, even if the fight is boring, even if John Jones looks old and slow, even if Stipe Miocic gets knocked out in the first 5 seconds, we're seeing John Jones fight.
I know.
This
could be his last fight.
I remember watching John Jones fight when I was like 10 years old, bro. I was 10, and now I'm a full adult. I'm almost 30, bro. I remember watching John Jones fight at barbecues on the big TV at 10 years old, and he's fighting again. He's fighting again. I don't care what anybody says. You're witnessing history, and I think John Jones is going to. I think he's gonna win, but I don't know. It's close. I think it's gonna be close, and I think Dean Thomas said the perfect thing. He said that it's not gonna be exciting, but just because it's them two, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Like John Jones is going to throw a punch and everybody's going to be like, wah! It is. Yeah. And he's just going to be a normal punch and Stipe is going to get barely touched by it. And people are going to be like, ah! Yeah. Just because it's them two.
Yeah, that is how it's going to be. I know.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I remember hearing about John Jones when I was like 6 or 5.
John Jones.
And he's fighting right now at 15. So...
He's John Jones.
I know, and he was champion when I was tiny.
He's John. Yeah, he's been champion forever.
Since I was born, he's been fighting. The year I was born, he's been fighting in the UFC, and then like a year after, he already fought for or I don't know how long after, but
I think he was fighting. I think. Well, he obviously was fighting.
Debut in 2009, but
did he?
Yeah.
In UFC or?
Yeah, in the UFC.
Oh, and then he got the title fight.
But
quick,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how long.
I don't remember. Well, I was small too. I was a kid too, bro. I was a kid when he was fighting. I know he's done horrible things. I know he's a jerk. I know he's a bad guy. But you can't deny if you ignore everything else. Well, not even if you don't ignore it.
Yeah.
But if you look at like his skill, bro, his skill is unmatched.
Yeah.
Dude is like. When you watch, you gotta watch his fights.
I know.
It's insane how far he got.
He's smart at fighting. His wrestling's insane. He's just
you can't like You can't like deny him.
Yeah.
But Stipe is insane too, and I think
Stipe is great.
I think John Jones has never been hit by a heavyweight though.
He hasn't.
Cyril Gane didn't even touch him.
Didn't.
Like,
just kicked him in the balls and that's
it. When he threw this punch, Jones slipped out of the way and took him down right away.
Took him down, yeah.
He didn't even get a chance to feel heavyweight power. And Cyril Gane could hit hard. Stipe hits hard too. I don't know if it's crazy. What happens if Stipe connects with a good punch? You think he goes down?
I think he'd probably go down. I don't know but I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's insane to think about it.
To see John Jones go down and like
get knocked down, yeah.
And then what happens then? Do all the people who say like nobody wins in this, like for the stupid fans?
Yeah.
But if you're like I feel like if you're a real fan, you win no matter what because you're seeing John Jones and Stipe Miocic. But that being said, I'm gonna go with John Jones. I think he dismantles him. I think he's too good. If you watch all of his fights, the way he dismantled DC, who cares about steroids? Steroids don't make the other person drop their hands. I don't know what steroid you take to make DC drop his hands. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like the Star Wars steroid where you use the Force or something. Because that kick, boom, to the head, perfectly set up. I don't know what steroids help with that. And then when he's running back,
and he kicks him
in the leg and he falls. What steroids help you decide like, oh, I'm gonna kick him in the leg? That's not steroids, man. Mm-hmm. That's just being good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know what people will say, but I'm going John Jones.
Yeah, I'm going Jones too.
I'm going John Jones, and I hope everyone who sees this short, and you too, by my side, I hope we watch it and we enjoy it because this might be the last time we see the greatest of all time fight. It's going to be like,
yeah,
it's going to be like watching Mike Tyson. It's going to be like watching Muhammad Ali. It's going to be like watching prime Pacquiao, prime Mayweather before he starts fighting, before he fought like all these little kids in Japan and stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be just like that. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going John Jones. They're going John Jones. And that's UFC 309.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We're Villain MMA. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.